Welcome to the 2026 Sing in the Ring quarterfinals. For the next 48 hours, the power is in your hands. Vote for your top 4 in each category to send them through to the live semi-finals on the 16th of May. In the spoken word category, we have Aisha the Poet, T the Poet, Professor T, AR.Sense, Tyro, Duality D, Sana. Tickets for the semi-finals are completely free, so make sure you've grabbed yours. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
It's a dark place when you don't recognise your face because you're laced with disgrace. You try to recognise what's going on, but you're far too gone to realise what's going wrong. Life goes on. I say I'm a queen, and I say it confidently. But being a queen means nothing if you don't wear your crown with humility. The King of Kings is the one who put this crown on my head. So I'd be a very silly woman if I let that honour get to my head. So as a queen, I'm not intimidated by other queens. Let's shine together and make each other better. I like to surround myself with women who are smarter than me, kinder than me, more pious than me, more talented than me, more stylish than me, fitter than me, 10 times more prettier than me, who challenges me, humbles me, but at the same time never dream of humbling me. I try not to respond to shade, I reject negativity. Anything that triggers me, like Harry Potter, I confidently wear my cloak of invisibility. You can't see me. If I rise to your bait, that means I let you conquer me. And a real queen knows inner peace is the real currency. Crown made of humility and a cloak made of dignity. I don't chase. Whatever's meant for me is meant for me. And that's not always something easy to accept mentally. I'm very confident, but I have a lot of anxiety. So I guess in that case, I speak for most of society. I like to speak to men politely because I know they're suffering quietly. But I ain't here for stroking egos. That ain't helping you. Healing begins with you. So I'd rather speak to the king in you. Just please don't take the chessboard out, man. Please, I'm begging you. Because it's never too late for me to put you in check, mate. I heard you're supposed to be a bit of a mastermind. That's cool. But you'll be a fool to think you could be the master of my mind. So be easy, sweet kings. We want you to shine. I call out misogyny, but I'm not involved in a gender war thing. Because like I said, I'm a queen, and the queen protects the king. And I don't know about this pick-me ideology. I find it confusing. Because queens don't get chosen. They do the choosing. Some people can say they're happy for you, but secretly want to see you losing. So in life, you've got to take the L's with a smile on your face and gracefully keep it moving. And I also don't know about this red pill ideology. Because when I watch The Matrix, I'm fixated on Trinity. That's why I don't know why some men hate a strong woman. Because if it weren't for Trinity, Neo would still be Mr. Anderson. And I never want to hurt a woman with low self-worth. Why? Because she is me, and I am her. Sometimes in life, you got to embrace the hardships, because in those hardships, the Lord could bless you with a hidden gift. That gift could be compassion. That gift could be empathy. The gift that was given to me was the gift of poetry.
There's a war going on outside, and how I see it is that if we're not speaking about it, then we're part of the problem. And I'm not saying that we're going to solve it, but the normalization, maybe we may dissolve it. Veloma. Most of these millennials won't understand the heartache of hearing that your brethren was just popped in the dome. You see, since the early 2000s, mothers cried tears because their sons fell victim to the chrome. We need to invest in our minds to change our lives, to break the cycles that flow. Because today it's knife crime, but yesterday it was gun crime. Bottom line is that lives are gonna go. The NHS is overstressed. We all know that budget has been blown. Mismanagement of funds is like mismanagement of guns. They both add numbers to the toll. Death rates on the rise, tears in mummy's eyes. That's the life here on the roads. She loved bad man, But bad men are part of the reason single mothers are raising their children alone in their homes. They say you can't fall into the same hole twice, but I've seen man slip into the same hole twice. No ring on her finger, she ain't his wife. Madness, but that's life. Children from broken homes are statistically worse off in life. And it's not one shoe fits all, but I know many people that wear my shoes, but not everybody could walk a day in my shoes. Hence the reason why I express these poetic views. Are you not entertained? Am I entertaining? Well, my life ain't for your entertainment, but our culture is for their entertainment. Hence the reason why our youth deaths don't hit the news. We star in violent episodes, movies, trapping loads, drugs and crews. Or we end up on social media for the likes and views. Sadly, they abuse and we amuse. Viloma. Sanskrit for against the natural order. Interjecting this moment to say that I believe in Qadar is like telling a grieving mother to shut up. It's an emotional time. We need to respect feelings. But safe space is a part of the reason we don't address the problems impeding, fragmenting, destroying, receding, our communities progressing, healing. This is more than a poem. This is a verbal uprising. To bring back community order, because our current climate is stifling. Listen, there's no safe spaces when there's truth to be told. And if the truth's to be told, most household environments are war zones. Let's address the topic of parenting. We're not pairs renting. We're mothers and fathers in ownership. We own this ship. So call us captain. And young man, just know I'll make your cat spin if you step out of line. And that includes your characteristics and chattings. You'll get bots, get slappings on a yard man ting. I joke me, I make safeguarding ting. But we ain't brethrens. And the moment you feel like you breadwin, you could fly the nest and go and get your own bread in like Hovis. Adults, we need to take notice. Furthermore, take out your pens and note this. It takes a village to raise a child. How are we talking about raising children and we don't know self? What's your characteristics like? Man want to live a life of a gallus, but tell his son he must get a wife. My brother, go get a life. But I get it. We want better for our children. But actions speak louder than words, and adults, our actions are highlighting the worst. We need to fix up. And remember, there's no safe spaces when there's truth to be told, so I'm letting out the truth to be known. How dare we look at the roads in disgust when the children's moral compass, characteristics, lack of respect, and all the above plus more, adults, it's a direct correlation to us. So next time we hear about killings on the streets, or we see some youths acting reckless, lacking in positive stuff, I want you to sit down and ask yourself in truth, have I, have you, have we as a community, have we shown them enough? And I'm done with the words I think I've spoken enough. Viloma.
Let me take you back to way back in the day. It was me and a few G's. Ready or not, here we come. Me, Billy, Joe, Rob, and Jackson. The five of us had so much fun. Chilling on the back street, that's where we went from boys to men. We were stubborn, saying, I want it that way. But that's what destroyed us in the end. See, this road led me to meeting a girl. She was my queen. We were the champions saying, don't stop me now, as we were dancing down the street. She told me I was born for greatness, like I was Destiny's Child. I said, you're my sugar babe and my spice girl, and let's go on holiday together and we can see some waterfalls and I'll give you some TLC, if you know what I mean. She said, let's take baby steps before we lead to a tragedy. And if we're in sync, then one day I want you to marry me. But what about your friends? I know you had a fallout, and boys will be boys. I just don't want you to spend your whole life trying to fill a void. So I called out Billy, Joe, Rob, and Jackson. I said, I want you back. You have to push forward because there's only one direction when you've gone off track. We reached the crossroads. We were the blazing squad. We ruled the streets. We were taking off. The five of us would keep on moving till we couldn't stand each other. We were living in harmony till we pleaded the fifth. got mixed up with some thugs, and nearly had a couple broken bones because of it. So let's put the past to bed and stop this shit. It was worth it till we reconciled and took a trip down memory lane. A little mix-up. We got our power back. Now I'm relieved we are friends again, and my wife, she's amazing. I want you to meet her. I call her my sweet melody. Before I met her, the path was evanescent. Like a distant memory, she brings me back to life, and I feel immortal. She saves me from going under, and she's done so much more too. But I still remember when we were 21. We were the pilots till our world came crashing down. Stressed out, somehow we turned it back around. We used to imagine dragons whilst dancing in our underwear. Bad lies. We always used to get our mums stared. As those summer nights turned to cold days, cold playing in the snow, telling everyone to go away. With a little help from my friends, we beat all the odds. Straight into the abattoir, like animals slaughtered and dumped over the banister. The winner takes it all, because when you play the game, there's no time for amateurs. Saying, gimme more, like kings and queens, dancing till we had enough. Because we were the misfits that treasured life, getting by, but things were never the same when we severed ties.
I could never show you the real me, the unpolished and abrasive, the demolished and outdated, rotten to the core, the outside gold-plated. You really wouldn't like the real me. Nothing present about me when you peel me. Use this wrapping paper to seal me. I'm like a virus, so even penicillin couldn't heal me. I don't only ever show you the new me. I'm purely honest, I promise. All I want to do is leave you astonished. I used to be abrasive, but now I'm well-polished because I hid my short skeletons in the closet and tore their Napoleon bones apart. Deeply insecure, so I hide behind my art. I use these words, create a facade, take you in a road I built with tar to a town called confidence with insecurity. Security is a city. It's hella pretty, and confidence is where I live. I've been building a life out there, and I agree there's no place like home. But if I have to move houses so I'm not alone, I'll build and move to a new character in a heartbeat. So now home is where my heartbeat and feeling at home is what my heart seeks, so I'll be building new characters for every day of the week. I've now done so much character building, but still have so many character flaws. I've got so many character mansions, so let me give you a character tour of all my caricatures, with the execution range from pro to amateur. My first flat was a people pleaser, often feels the need to give you what you ask. In return, I can feel good. I continue with the mask, like just shower me in gratitude. I need something to bask in. I didn't get enough approval, so I'm no longer asking. I moved into the house of the popular person by masking. With all the good vibes I try dispersing. But I'm hurting from this level of immersion, and I break. With the intermission followed by curtains, and I make my last move to the mansion of the extrovert. Don't include him or he will be extra hurt. This is like the people pleaser, but then it's merged with some energy spurts, leaving my energy purged and my mind deterred from pretending again. And I'm tempted to build a new character that's mended again, but I had to ask myself a question of interior design. Would I rather live in a derelict mansion or a home that's mine? That could be somewhere that's just fine, just me. It must be easier to look at my broken articles and focus on healing them, instead of seeing them behind the real estate of my characters. Instead, I'll focus on the real state of my character and abandon the houses of the new me. So now I truly get to live in confidence and security. Poem.
In the melting pot, the metropolis. On tropical looking on top of this. There's so many topics I could touch on this. From the toxic to the ominous. How there's not enough space for all of us and it's obvious. I could make this an omnibus in this melting pot. Where heaven is far and hell is hot. I could tell you 20 stories on this block. Demi-glory, plenty gory, like, what was his sentence, 40? And there's no defense of it, surely, but the sense of it still haunts me in some ways. Where all it needs is some repentance so sorely. I've seen vengeance and the gauntly. I've seen what's expensive and the poorly in this melting pot. Where heaven is far, whew, and hell is hot. Where a bit of us is Icarus, trying to reach for that shine in that bigger fish. Well, we're maligned in the midst of this. But you couldn't find a bigger mix of creeds, color, and craziness. And we all bleed, brother, and that's just the base of it. Saint or a sinner, are you a part of that? If I paint you a picture, I'll give you a heart attack. I've seen demons spill blood the same color as the eyes in a rage. I've seen angels that would have died for you to be saved. Sitting on the fence, wish to be committed, it's so tense, you're so undecided on your fate. So you're perceiving which one works. Good guys finish last. Bad guys end up even worse. Try and get it fast, however temporary the perk. Or get by and let it last pass through a century of work. Give and receive, forgive and let go. We can be gentlemen what hurt. Or giving a reprieve, a penny will never leave. You can resent me to my hearse. Marriage, some attendees at a church or managed to find some more Frenchies in a skirt. I got one friend trying to show me what religious is. I got another showing me it's hell on earth and we're indigenous. You should have listened to show my vision with. Good and bad. I've done so much of both. What's the ultimate result? Do they all tally up? Do they each count as a vote? Are we clueless to some of the people know? Is it undisputed or all convoluted? It's hard to say because hell is so close and heaven is so far away. Tyro, sing in the ring.
Don't I deserve to live? To exist? To live? To exist? Carve my name and keep it where I stand, because don't I deserve to live? As the wind wanders through my hands, and the breeze hits my face, and the sun kisses me lovingly, don't I deserve to live? But you prefer to wipe me out, to humiliate me, to laugh at me, strip me of my dignity, laugh at me and laugh at me and laugh at me and laugh at me, all because I don't deserve to keep a legacy or wander about the lands freely. You question me. Don't play with me. But keep me alive. Keep me alive. The world will always try to tear us down and to be free. But we smile. We only smile.
When you have a big heart and let down your guard, by choosing to walk and lead in love, you also run the risk of being scarred. I feel that fear. Keep my big heart open and love wholeheartedly anyway. For God's source, creator and the universe made me this way. There is no love lost if a soul could not reciprocate. For I overstand they needed the love even if they could not demonstrate. Collectively, we've been through so much hurt and pain, which causes some beings to be dismissive and disassociate. Heartbreakingly, I have observed some souls would not be able to recognize love, even if it stared them in their beautiful faces. For the love we continuously rain and shower upon them makes it hard for them to translate. This feels unsafe, some may say, for they have normalized a toxic and dysfunctional love. The type of love that was possibly withheld or simply putting everybody else's needs before themselves. The type of love where you feel you have to prove or maybe even chase, but this way they'll ultimately lose. When you factor in one's childhood all the way through till adulthood, where healthy examples of love was nowhere to be found, now we find ourselves in this void of being lost and found. I get it, I really do, for I wholeheartedly believe in karmic past lives and in previous versions this was me too. Best believe I'm still carrying this residue of this wound. no longer taking it personally as human experience has taught me. Other beings can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves. You begin to understand that they are desperately trying to protect themselves from being hurt again. Their wall goes up. You cannot get too close, for the pain is too much to bear. The risk outweighs them openly expressing just how much they care. But healing takes time, beloveds. Love is patient and love is kind. One thing I do know is true love will withstand the test of time. So when you have a big heart and let down your guard, by choosing to walk and lead in love, you also run the risk of being scarred. I feel that fear. Use my discernment, love on who I choose, but keep it moving. For a soul like mine is continuously fine-tuning. I cannot do your work for you. This is your wound to heal, but only if you choose to. What I can do is walk hand in hand and side by side with you. Remember that you are love, beloved. Love loves you. Love loves you. I watch you give love so freely to others, but remember, you are so deserving of this divine love too. So, give yourself a chance to let down those guards and open the gates to experience love in and across all of your relationships. Duality D, thank you.